Okay, Loomers, so jumping right ahead, we're going to be starting on Yoshi. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be doing the bottom part of Yoshi's shoe. And we're going to be using yellow. And the yellow, of course, is going to be just a regular opaque yellow that I'm using. Afterwards, of course, we're going to be doing the top sole. After the sole, we're going to do the top part of the shoe. And for the shoe, I've chosen the skin tone brown, and that's why I put a slip knot right here in the skin tone brown. And I'll show you why later on. But there's multiple browns that you can be able to use. This is the skin tone brown. Now the other one that is available is the cocoa brown. I really like this one better because it has a little bit more of that orange tone that Yoshi has. One that definitely has the orange tone would be the caramel. Caramel is also another option that you can do in case you don't want to buy 4 packs of the skin tone brown just to get the brown ones. Another option would be burgundy. Burgundy is a little bit more reddish though, so that's not something that I kind of liked for the shoe, and neither did the cocoa. But I mean, the caramel kind of wins a little bit better if you guys want to use the caramel instead. Another one is the brown from the camouflage. So for my purpose, I have a whole bunch of skin tone brown, and I like this color for the shoe, so I'm gonna go ahead and use skin tone brown. But if you want to, you can go ahead and use the caramel color. Going right ahead. So this one, I'm using three looms, and you're gonna be doing it in this configuration, okay? So for this configuration, we are going to be doing pretty much most of the entire tutorial in doubled bands. So everything's going to be capped. We're going to start off right here where our arrows are at, and I've already colored in all my arrows on pretty much all of them, so I always know that I'm doing it correctly. And for this part of the tutorial, we're always going to be doing all our bands this way. Okay, so you're going to be doubling all your bands. This is going to be exhausting. And it's going to be challenging if you don't like to do this. What we're going to do first is we're going to be adding on all of these, going all the way down to this one. Not this last one, just second to the last one. Okay, just this one. All right, and you're going to be doubling your bands all the way through. So just go along with all the yellow ones and keep going down until you get to that second to the last peg. I need a lot of those. One more. Alright. Okay, so now that I stopped right here, we're going to go ahead and continue from here all the way down, and from here all the way to this side, okay? Do realize that you have to do this twice, so you may need to watch this video twice, because you have to do, of course, 2 shoes. I'm only going to do 1 shoe on video. So just do the exact same thing for your second shoe. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to stop right here. Alright, don't go to this one, okay? Stop right here. Alright, my bad. Now we're going to go on the other side. So just 3 times on both sides, okay? And don't do these last ones because we're doing this part here first. So we're only going to go right here, and then we have to make it wider towards the end. From here, you're just going to go on down. This one, since this is the end, it has to go at that angle also. So that means that we have to stop on this peg right here, okay? I'm just going to go here, double up our bands. That's 2. That's 3 times down. It's 4 times. That's 5. 6, 7, one more, so 8 times down. Okay. The other side also, we're going to go down 8 times down, okay? If you don't want to do it in these opaque yellow, you also have a choice of doing it in mango. Mango also works just fine too, and the great thing about mango is that it's actually a little bit more jelly-like for an opaque color. So the bands are a little bit more durable in case your yellow ones snap on you. They may do that because they're going to be pretty tight, and the reason why we do them tight is because we want our sole to be shrunken a little bit, but we need this many bands. Okay, 8 times down, so that's going to stop right there. Okay, so remember, always go right here to the angle, and you know it's going to stop right at that same spot. Okay, now let's go ahead and just fill in the rest of the inside. Get a little more yellow. Now on this one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times down, okay? Same thing for the other side. We're going to go right here, 9 times down. It's 2. Okay, that's 9. So that means that we're probably going to go 10 times right here, okay? Because the middle has 11 bands. If I count it correctly, I think it has 11. Alright. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you see how it's ending up like that? Okay, that's what you want. One last row. Okay, now after this we're not going to be closing it, okay, because we need to add one more row on each end, which is why we have our 3 looms set up. Okay. Also, I apologize if I'm going a little too fast. You can always be able to pause and rewind your videos. And a fair warning again, this is going to be a pretty hard thing to do. Okay. Now that we're at this part, okay, we're going to go ahead and start and widening up the end part of the shoe. And we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 on the 4th peg from this row. You're going to come across to this one, okay? So we're going to double up a band and go across just like that. Okay. So now from here, you're gonna go down, what is it, I think 3 or 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go down 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the other side. Again, you're gonna go down on your 4th peg, down to the 4th peg on the top row, just like that. So it's directly right across from these, okay? And again, 4 times down. Okay, now we can actually start closing up. We're gonna go from the ends to the inside, okay? The thing that I learned about looming is that it's kind of like giving a hug. You always want to start from when you close it in, you start it from the outside, and when you loom, you start from the inside. It's kind of like giving a hug. You open up your arms, and then you close, and then you let go, and you open up your arms again. Okay, now that we have in the middle, we're going to go to this side, down to the middle again, okay? All right. Okay. Now our pattern is complete. Now we just need our holding bands, and our holding bands, of course, are going to be in triangle forms. Okay. For this last part, we just need a 1 band. We need to do a cap band 4 times around. Okay. That's 4 times. Okay. 4 times. I think I did it 3 times. I think I did it 4 times. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now for triangles, we're gonna start off from the top, move our way down to the bottom. Okay. And again, 1 band, double it. You're gonna do your first triangle right here, these 3 pegs. And the rest of the triangles have to touch the previous triangle at some point. So your first one, you can start off right here, and it's touching this point. The second triangle is going to go right above that one that you just did. It's right above it. Okay. The next triangle, we're going to start off right here from the bottom, and again, like I said, it has to touch one of them, so it's touching this one. You're going to do another one right above it. And this one's going to be touching these 2. Another triangle right above it. Okay. Now, again, on the bottom, I have to start right here because I have to touch 1 triangle, so at least 1 triangle. So at this point, it's going to start to like curve, so that's okay as long as you don't let it curve too much. You may want to put some pressure on there. There you go. Now we have 2. We're going to start again with putting 3 triangles, starting on this side. Okay, right here. Another one right above it, touching the end of that one and touching the end of the other one. Okay. Another one right above it. If you don't know, if you can't see what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing, okay? Let me see if I can. If that'll help out a little. Another one right there. Okay. So you're kind of going to start alternating. See how it's doing 3 triangles and 2, then 3 triangles and 2. Okay. Now, that right there. Now, that right there. Okay. Again, 2 triangles. So 1 right here. It's going to start getting harder. And the second one here. Okay. And again, 3 triangles. So the third one right here. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna move on to doing triangles down here. Okay, right there. One right above it. So I think we're gonna fit 4 triangles right here in total on. Another one right above it. Another one right there. Okay. Alright. I think we're doing good. Okay, yeah. Once you get to this point, we're actually going to start the rest of the triangles down here, okay? And the reason for that is because I don't want like something weird to happen where like it's touching a whole bunch of the ends and then it looks really weird when you start to do your top part of the shoe. Okay. Now notice that these triangles are facing the opposite direction, okay? Okay. Again, I'm always starting closest to me and going farther away. Just kind of keeps it at an even playing field. Okay. Right here we're going to fit 3 triangles. Okay. And right here we're going to fit, what is it, 4? Yeah, 4 triangles. This one's, there we go. Sorry about that. Alright, 4 triangles from on this row, okay? At this point, we're gonna continue moving forward all the way until we feel, until they start touching these triangles. My fingers are already starting to get to that point where they're getting exhausted. So it might be a healthy idea to kind of pace yourself when you're doing this part of the shoe. Keep getting all these weird ones I don't want. There we go. Okay. Four triangles in this side again, going upwards. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I know it's kind of hard because of my background, because it combines with yellow. Which, by the way, that's my logo. Alright, so you can see that it's starting to look like that. Just keep going. All right. I'm done with that one. Keep going. I like doing this with a lot of holding bands because it puts in a lot more strength on the project in case I have a band that breaks on me. I know it's not going to completely look awful because there's more bands that are holding it, especially if I'm only using one band since everything is double capped. It's only one band and you're not going to have that second band for extra support just in case. So that's why I'm tightening them up, and that way it'll look a lot more even and it'll last a little bit longer. Right? Getting to the point where I'm touching the other triangles already, so this is going to be the last section of triangle holding bands that I'm doing. It's going to require 4, so you should be getting to this point too. Alright, last one. Okay, now that we're at this point, we can go ahead and start looming. Okay, so it should look like that. Okay, hopefully you have it at this point. Now we're going to start right here with our holding band. Sorry, our cap band. Alright, go through the 4. Grab the first 2 bands. Okay. And then the last ones. So you should start out just like that, okay? Then from here, what is it? You can go all the way through here, and then from here all the way to here, and then just start looming upward. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off on the sides and continue on right here. And continue right here. Continue this one here. This here. Now the other side. Angling my hook because I can be able to find those bands faster and a lot easier. Okay, now that that's done, we can go ahead and start looming upward. So we're gonna do the edges first. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So this, we're gonna loom up to this point, and then you're gonna stop because you're gonna do the other side, and then you're gonna stop right here. Okay. All right. So let's start from here. Grab those bottom 2 bands. Go inside. Grab the bottom 2 bands. Go inside. Grab the bottom 2 bands. Go inside. Grab the bottom 2 bands. And I'm saying go inside because you don't want to loom these triangles. Do not loom those triangles, right? If you're doing this tutorial, then you should know better. Because at this point you should be an expert already from all the other ones. If you're a beginner, then I'm sorry. This will just give you a lot of practice. Okay, now that we are at this point, okay, do not continue up. You're gonna start again from the bottom all the way to the top. So let's go ahead and continue. We're gonna start on this side. There we go. Okay. Now, do not do the angle ones, not until the very end, okay? Just keep looming everything upwards, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so again, I have a broken band already. Alright, so this is what I usually do to be able to fix it. Everything is doubled, so I have to double it, okay? What I'm gonna do is everything has to start from the top to the bottom. So for this one, I'm gonna go down those bands that have to go under. Grab it with my hook. Put it around that peg, and now I have it right there, okay? The easiest thing to do is to carefully put it around my hook again. And since I know that it's already going upwards, I'm just gonna go ahead and instantly loom it up. And it's fixed. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue because I'm running out of time. I hope you guys saw that. I didn't even look at my camera angle. Just realized that I might have explained something and I probably wasn't even on the film to capture any of it. Okay. Whew. It's tiring. Hopefully you're not breaking your bands. Okay, you may want to be careful with the metal hook. That's why I'm saying that maybe the mango ones are better for you guys. The first Yoshi I did, I made out of mango. Came out perfectly. When I did these shoes originally, I made them for Koopa Troopa, and they were out of these yellow ones, and one of them broke. Okay, I was able to fix it, but when I did it with the mango ones, they didn't break at all, and they were pretty stretchy. I like the mango color. Okay, last row. Right. Of course, once you're done with this, and you're gonna do the top ones. Alright, and then you can go ahead and take it off your loom, but you want to put your brown color or your orange color, alright, or your caramel, whatever color you want your shoe to be. Yoshi has these kind of like orangey brown ones, so the caramel will probably be best for you guys. Come on. Using my fingers to stretch it out. Okay. Now the other side. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, come on. Let's get into that part where it's so tight. It's kind of hard. All right, finally. Now the best thing to do is check that everything has been loomed. You want to check on the sides, see that nothing has been left behind. And I see something right here. Yes, I missed one. All right, so since I missed it, I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay. How did I miss that? I can't believe I missed it. All right. So best thing to do is redo this part. All right. All right. Hold on one moment. I'll fix it right now. Okay, I got it fixed already. So that is not there anymore. Now that I'm at this point again, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brown and gonna go through all of these. Put my brown in there. Take it out. Slip knot that end. Carefully tug. Okay, I don't want to break it either. And now we're gonna go ahead and take it out. Okay, you want to start from the bottom and pull out just like so. Let me. Okay, we're gonna start taking these out from the edges first. You want to be very careful, okay, because you don't want to snap any of your bands anymore. This is pretty tedious. Yeah. Okay. Let me continue taking this off. Okay. Alright, so now I can go ahead and tuck in this a little. I don't want to stretch it too much because I want it to keep that elasticity. But we can pull this, make sure that it gets the shape that we want. And it looks pretty nice from the bottom. So now we have two of them, okay? Alright, right now it looks a little bit bigger because I stretched it out, but if you stretch this one out, it's gonna be the same thing, okay? but it's gonna shrink just the same as this one. Okay, so now we have 2 soles for the shoes. Okay, so make sure that you do this one all over again, so you can have 2 of them. Okay, all right. And we're gonna move on to the next part. The next part, we're not gonna need the loom anymore. Everything is gonna be done through your hook only. All right. The rest of it will be with your brown bands or your orange bands, whatever bands you're using for your shoe, and it'll all be in the form of loomy gurumi. Okay, so just to let you guys know, when I first initially did these back in what was it, August or September, I started doing Koopa Troopa ones. I think it was around August, and I started doing them in the Lumigurumi way without even knowing what Lumigurumi was, and now it's like really popular. Alright. Here's what you're gonna need. Now, you see how these top bands, you're gonna grab the top. It's gonna look like 4, but it's, yeah. So there's, ooh, focus. There we go. Alright, these 4 bands that are all right here on the top, you're gonna put 1 band, whoops, too far. You're gonna put 1 band through it and just leave it there, okay? You're gonna grab the next ones, these top ones, grab 1 band, put it through. Grab 1 band, oops, and put it through all 4. Okay. You're gonna keep going around, so there's 3, and then there is 1, 2, 3 here, 1 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Okay, and then there's 1 right here, and of course the middle. And again, you're gonna go 4, or is it 4, and then 1, and then 3, and then 3. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Okay, and we'll get back to that in a moment. The top 4 bands. Just be careful not to disturb the other bands. You don't want them to fall off. Too many bands. That's 5. I only want 4. I don't need that one. Come on. There we go. Top 4 bands on this one. 1 more. There we go. 2, 2. All right. There. Then my middle one. Okay, so as you can see, we went around. So again, that's 3 across right here, 3 down, and then 1 over, and then 4, and then 4, and then 1 in the middle. And then do the same thing for the other side, okay? And we'll get back to that in a moment. Okay, so I'm finishing it off screen. This is a great chance for you to do, well, I mean, for you to pause the video and just go ahead and finish it off. But this is how it's gonna look in the very end. Okay, once you get to this point, then we can go ahead and start with part number 2.